Okay, we're going to react here to a short segment from CTV's question period. The topic they're discussing is how should Trudeau be responding to calls for him to step aside. I have a short segment of this clip, and I think it's this man here in the suit with no tie on. I think he makes an excellent point that I agree with.
Big question is, if I take a step back from what Scott just said, James, is whether or not there is a set of things, or there are things that the Prime Minister and his staff could do to address that type of discontent short of him walking away.
Yes, but that would have been in 2022. It would have been in 2023. It would have been in the first half of 2024. And they've run out of patience. It's over. And I think what Canadians see is whether it's 5 Liberal MPs, 15 Liberal MPs, 30 Liberal MPs, the people who know him best and trust him most with their careers and their political lives, say that they don't have confidence in him. So the headlines coming out, and we talked about it for the rest of this week, is that Liberal members of Parliament have lost confidence in him. And this is on top of course, the two by-election losses and two of the safest Liberal ridings for the past century. This comes on top of polls that show.
So I'll let him continue in a second. I totally agree. And I think the reason why he's saying that at the time, look at this. This, where my cursor is, this is about 18 months ago. This is closer to around 12 months ago. This is what he's talking about, and he's completely spot on. This was the time, and they kind of tried to do that. Remember like those videos that came out with the Sean Fraser, I believe his name is, the Minister of Housing. I don't know if I'm getting the title right, but I think that's the title name. Basically saying that they're going to make the wartime housing, those kind of small homes. I mean, have you heard anything about that recently? The housing crisis in the country has not gotten any better measured, like in a meaningful way, for a long time, actually. Only gotten worse, and now it's kind of spreading out a little bit more. You see like where we're at right now, we're still way behind. I don't have the graph right now, but right now there's about 150 roughly Liberal MPs. I think it's 153. Don't quote me. They're projected to lose close to 100 seats. So aside from just losing control of Canada, I mean, so many of these MPs are looking at this being like, we're going to lose our jobs.
Showed that of the 32% of Canadians who voted for Justin Trudeau in the last election, half to 2/3 of them don't want him to run again. 3-to-1 net negatives, 3-to-1 fundraising disadvantage relative to the Conservatives. It's over, and it's just up for the Prime Minister to decide if he wants to try to find a dignified exit for himself.
Kathleen, it's kind of remarkable that.
So I agree with that. Just the cold hard reality of that comment that it's over is, I think, I just think it's like, it's tough. I mean, that graph I showed, there's been so much time already for things to get back on track, as this man, I believe as they said, James Moore is his name, for things to get back on track. It's tough. I don't know how they're going to do it. I don't know what Justin Trudeau, his next steps are going to be. I think the next week, maybe 2 weeks in Canadian politics is going to be incredibly fascinating to see where this all goes, because, as I said, they're discussing the fact that some Liberal MPs are, in private at least right now, discussing the possibility of a leadership change. So with that said, I'll end the video here, but thank you for watching. Yeah, like and subscribe. Have a great day. I'll see you in the next video.